Not trying to be all weird or anything. But I got my hands full of things because we're going to have a quick little chat about what's been going on with me. I got a couple things that I wanted to kind of show off a little bit that I've been working on. I have a finished object and a work in progress that has been a work in progress for quite a while. This is the golden snitch baby blanket. Look at how cute all the little golden snitches are. This is tapestry crochet, I think it's called. So it's still crochet, it's single crochet, the whole thing, except for the little yellow baubles. Those are actually a bobble stitch is what it's called. And then reverse single crochet on the edges. So I did learn some new techniques. I had never done tapestry crochet before, which is just where you're color changing and putting the design into the single crochets. And I had never done reverse single crochet before. I like the look of it. It's got like a nice little twisted look. And then I made 4 pom-poms for the edges, like the corners. This is per the pattern in the book, which I'm going to explain the book part of it in a minute. So yeah, it's going to just be on the edge. I keep saying edge, the corner of the blanket. It's so fun. I bought pom-pom makers from Hobby Lobby. And yeah, that's a really good investment. It's really simple plastic tool. It's like 4 sizes. $5 maybe is what I spent, maybe 4. And you can make all kinds of shaped pom-poms. Well, they're all round shaped pom-poms, but different size ones. So I made this blanket with the Hobby Lobby I Love This yarn, acrylic yarn. It's 100% acrylic. And I did it in gray mist, sunrod is the yellow, and just like a cream white for the white part. It's, yeah, like 100% acrylic, medium weight yarn. Pretty standard yarn. It's kind of similar to Red Heart yarn, but I think it's a little bit softer and not as cheap feeling. And I had to do the pattern out of a book. So this pattern is not a digital PDF pattern, unfortunately. I had settled on this pattern before I realized that. This is for a friend's friend who's having a baby next year, and she's a Harry Potter fan. And so I purchased the book to get the blanket. I got it on sale on Amazon for $20. I think it's $24 normally. That's before taxes. And it's got a lot of stuff in it. Here's the book. It's a hardcover book, so it's really nice. And it's all crochet. It's not a knitting crocheting book. And it's got all these cool patterns. I mean, it's a thick book. So make sure I'm in focus. I mean, it's got the sorting hat. You can make a sorting hat. That's really cool. You can make toys, blankets, garments. I'm trying to find, look, so you can make a Dobby doll. I mean, if you're a huge Harry Potter fan and you know how to crochet, this is, I would say, a good gift to give to somebody if you know someone like that. Look, Luna's cropped cardigan. Super cute. I love that purple. Here's the golden snitch blanket that I made. My mic died on me. Story of my life. So the front side looks really nice, but the back side, not so much. Lots of tails that I did weave in as I went. They don't look like it, but I can't just cut them all the way to the fabric because over time they'll start to kind of unweave themselves. Like they'll just work. Yeah, if you get what I'm saying. And the next thing you know, they're going to peek out on the front side because they're too short and aren't going to stay. So my plan is that I'm going to go to Michael's and get some fabric glue, and I'm going to just lightly glue them down, mostly like at the base. So that way over time they don't start to just unweave themselves, I guess is the word. And then additionally, to hide the way it looks, I asked my friend next door who is a sewist and a quilter. She's got all the cool sewing equipment that I don't have. I'm going to buy some cotton, Harry Potter themed fabric, and do a cotton lining on the back side. I'm going to leave like a 1-inch border exposed because I do still like the crochet look on the other side. I don't want it like all the way to the edge with the fabric. Just leave like an exposed border. And then that way it looks tidy on both sides. And then the last detail I'm going to add is I'm going to add a printed fabric label or cotton label. I got this idea from Etsy originally. you can pay somebody to print cotton labels for you. And then I thought, you know what, maybe I could just go on Amazon and just buy some like sheet, like cotton stuff, like paper like, and just print them in my own printer, see if that works and prints well, and just make my own labels. I mean, I know it's cheating a little bit because I'm not really supporting small businesses. And to be honest, the businesses on Etsy, the quality is probably going to be even better. But your girl ain't got like $40 to spend on just 10 labels. Sorry, but I got to cut some corners somewhere. Now, if it's something that I don't have the capability to do, like laser engraving or wood cutting, all those kind of little details, then obviously I'm going to pay someone to take care of that, because I'm not going to go and invest in some large equipment and machinery to do those things unless I'm actually invested in wanting to learn and make a profit off of those things. But since my interest is in crocheting and knitting, and I can do certain things at home myself, I'm going to just take the opportunity. That is the blanket. I showed the label with the yarn and talked about the book, showed off my pom-poms, and now we're going to move on to my work in progress project that I have going on right now. This is an oldie but goodie that you've all seen multiple times. If you're new here, this is your first time seeing it. If you're not, I'm sorry. This is probably the third time, or maybe the fourth, that I have brought up this project. It is a beauty. It's the Botanical Yarn Advent calendar from last year from Hue Loco. I pretty much finished this body of the cardigan 6 months ago, maybe 8 months. I started at the beginning of the year, and I think I got this knocked out in like a month or two, so almost a year ago, really, than 8 months. I'm ashamed to say, but I had started the sleeve several months ago and just put it down. I mean, something else came up that I needed to get done, and I couldn't get back to this. So I had started the sleeve, and it was about this much, and then I put it down. Did last night, or the night before. Yeah, it was the night before. I decided to frog the original sleeve I had on here, because I noticed when I put the cardigan on to try, even with it the way it is, it's kind of small on me right now because I got to wash and block it. The sleeve was massive. I was a bit concerned that when I went to wash and block it for real, and this yarn is going to grow, it's going to be 3 times big on my. Look, I can crochet and knit, but I'm not super great with measurements sometimes. I really am trying to learn it, and I'm getting better at it. But like, sometimes I kind of overkill a little because I'm concerned about making something and it's too small. And then I'm going to have to redo the whole thing. So there's still a lot I need to learn about how to measure things properly when it comes to garments. And so what I did was I frogged back the sleeve. Like I said, it wasn't much. It was like this much. So it wasn't a whole lot of lost progress. I am kind of doing my own thing with the sleeve. I'm not going by the pattern 100%. I wanted some decreases to show, like from here going tapered into the arm. Not dramatically or anything, or like a bat wing, just a simple decrease going on at the bottom of the arm sleeve. So I'm using a sleeve pattern from another sweater pattern. I'm not also that creative on creating my own designs. I'm still learning about that as well. So I'm pretty much doing this whole thing kind of on my own, but I am using another pattern to guide me. This is based off the Jethro cardigan, and I did it almost just like it, but not quite. I did my own thing with a lot of it. I came up with my own ribbing choice on the edges. I did 2x2 twisted rib on the bottom and 1x1 twisted ribbing on the cardigan opening. I kind of did that on accident. I meant to do 2x2 here too, so that it would blend easily on both sides here, but it actually kind of worked out, I think. My only thing is, this may have to be another trial and error of frogging and fixing stuff. I might need to redo the neck because the ribbing here, I should have put some decreases just on the corner of where the neck is turning, if you know what I mean. So right now it's like kind of bumped up looking, and it doesn't look very nice on the neck when I have it on. So yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with the neck a little bit, and thankfully it's separated from the rest of the cardigan. So like, if I did frog this part back, it's not gonna undo a bunch of other sections of this cardigan. So like, I can easily finish both sleeves on this and be perfectly fine frogging the neckline. So I won't feel too bad about losing a lot of work in progress just because I'm fixing the neckline. Live and learn. I had to just try it, see how it looked, and then redo it again. And then maybe the next time I have a project that I do on my own, I'll already know what mistakes to avoid doing that's just what you do when you design things. But I can't even really say I'm designing this. This is based off of a pattern. I'm just kind of making adjustments, essentially. So it's just trying to find that happy medium. There's a possible chance I may have to redo the sleeve again. I hope not. Maybe I can figure it out before I start knitting these second sleeves. I won't have to do it twice. And when I get to the cuff, I'm going to do 1x1 twisted rib for the cuff as well. That is pretty much all the updates I have in my knitting and crocheting world. I just wanted to jump in here and check in with you guys and show you guys what I've been working on the last week or two. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Today is November 28th, so it's Black Friday. And I hope you all found some really awesome sales and deals for gifts for your family and friends. I spent the day with my nephew and buying his Christmas present, so that was really fun for us, and it was very busy. We went to the mall, which is where you want to avoid on Black Friday most of the time. I hope you like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.